Thinking about buying a new construction home? Stick around as I will be sharing inside scoop that could save you thousands and a lot of headaches down the road when you purchase a new construction this year. Number 1, hire a buyer's agent representation. The sales agent at the new construction community represents the seller, in this case for a new construction home, the builder. The sales agent is there to protect the interest of the seller or the builder, not yours as a buyer. It is critical to hire an experienced and knowledgeable buyer's agent that has experience in new construction sales. That buyer's agent will know exactly all the questions to ask the builder and to help you negotiate the best term when it comes to your purchase agreement. That buyer's agent is going to be your biggest advocate. I do want to mention that in order to hire me as your buyer's agent for a new construction home, there is no cost to the buyer. I get compensated from the builder or the seller. So please keep that in mind as you're watching these videos. Number 2, the price that's advertised is usually the smallest floor plan in that particular new construction home. Don't get too excited when you see signs and flags saying new homes for sale, $300,000. That's just the start price and the base price of the smallest floor plan that you could find in that particular community. That base price does not include the following: the lot premium, the structural upgrade, design upgrade, and of course, after closing, you'll need to finish your backyard if you have one, and you have a certain time to finish your backyard at your cost. This is a very smart advertising tactic to lure in buyers. Make sure your buyer's agent asks the sales representative what the base price includes. Sometimes it may include the lot premium, but sometimes lot premiums are added on top. Have your buyer's agent ask about standard finishes. What are the standard finishes in this particular community? Is it carpet throughout and tile in only the wet areas? What other features are standard versus upgrade? Now, depending on where you purchase these new construction homes, you may be surprised to hear that some of these upgrades that are found in one particular community are standard finishes in another particular community. Just to give you an example, I recently had a buyer that went under contract for a KB home in Inspirata. Their standard countertops was granite. If my buyer wanted to upgrade to a quartz, it was going to cost them additional. However, I just had another buyer that went under contract for a KB home in Summerlin, and their standard included a quartz countertop. Number 3, the model home is a sales tactic. The model home that you'll be touring with your buyer's agent on your first visit to a new construction community has loads and loads of upgrades and high finishes that are not included in the standard base price. For example, in the model home, you may notice that all the walls have featured accents such as wood paneling or wallpaper, or it could be even stone or tile. Maybe the featured wall in the great room with the linear fireplace is cladded with stacked stone or another material like a tile, maybe it's a marble, so that would be an upgraded finish. Builders intentionally stage the model home so that you can see the capabilities of what a home with high upgrades look like. Did you know that on average, a model home would have over 30 to 50% of the base price into upgrades and higher finishes? Number 4, builder incentives. Make sure your buyer's agent ask the builder about what builder incentives they're currently offering. These incentives vary based on the builder, the community, and also the activity they're experiencing in the marketplace. If a particular community is in high demand with a lottery or a long wait list, chances are they're not going to be offering a huge incentive. Most builders offer incentives that are tied to their lender incentives, and the catch is that you have to use one of their preferred lender in order to take advantage of these incentives. And these incentives can be interest buy down or closing cost credit. And then there are additional incentives that builders may be offering, such as design credit, window covering package, and appliance package. Number 5, builder preferred lenders are always the best. Builders highly recommend you to use their builder preferred lender to get these incentives such as closing cost credits and interest buy downs. However, it's very important for you and your buyer's agent to do the due diligence and shop around for rates, because sometimes the interest rates or the terms that the builder lenders are offering may not be as competitive or appealing as others. Speak to your buyer's agent and have them recommend other financial institutions or mortgage companies where you could get a second or third third opinion. Let these lenders fight for your business. Use these comparative analysis as leverage for you so you can negotiate the best terms. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor helping you find your new home. Whether it's a new construction home or a resale home, anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help. Remember, I have Sotheby's referrals in any market, in any city, so reach out to me for any of your real estate needs worldwide. Contact me by scanning the QR code on the screen, or you can find my contact details in the description below. I love it when you engage with me, so keep commenting and let's keep going. Number 6, inspections are still necessary. Even though you're purchasing a new construction home, that doesn't mean that it comes 100% and it's not flawless. Builders can make mistakes. They can also be cutting corners. And maybe they could also be using subpar materials for the home. I highly recommend all my buyers purchasing a new construction home to hire a third-party frame inspection as well as a third-party home inspection before closing. I'm extremely passionate about these inspections, and you may have come across my other video titles on these inspections. And the reason why is because I want to protect you as your buyer and also keep these builders accountable for building a safe and quality home. I had a buyer who is under contract with a new construction home in the southwest side of town, and I offered and recommended hiring a frame walk inspection for his home, but my buyer decided not to do so. He felt that the frame walk inspection with the superintendent and I was sufficient. So we did that. And then after that, he became really nervous because with his own eyes, he actually witnessed cracks in the framing, some missing anchors, and additional damages, including a leak. So then he pulled me aside and said, "Kaori, I changed my mind. I want to conduct a third-party frame walk inspection. Can you help me book it?" So I did. We conducted the frame walk inspection with the third-party frame inspector together, and not only did we find all the things that my client has seen with his own eyes, we found additional repairs that was needed before drywall. I can't stress the importance of conducting a frame walk inspection. Once drywall is completed, you can't see what are behind these walls. So it's really important if the builder will allow you to conduct these frame walk inspections. Number 7, delays are common. There are times where a builder will experience a delay in closing, and that could be caused by several factors. It could be due to labor shortages, bad weather, or a supply chain issue. Always have a backup plan in the event there are delays in your new construction home. When I meet my buyers for a buyer's consultation, whether it's in person at the office or via Zoom if my buyers are out of state, we always talk about timeline and the importance of meeting these specific timelines and dates when it comes to closing a new construction home. I always ask my buyers how much flexibility they have and what their current living situation looks like. Let's say my buyer is renting month to month. Then they have that flexibility of breaking that lease when that home is completed and relocating or moving to this new construction home. Then there are buyers that are living in an existing home that need to be sold and contingent on the sale of this particular home in order to buy this new construction home. Then I need to work really closely with your listing agent on your existing home to time this very carefully because we need to be under contract in your existing home before we go under contract in a new construction home. If you're watching this video and you're interested in purchasing new construction homes but need to sell your existing home first, make sure you reach out to me. I'd love to connect you to one of my Sotheby's partners that could help you list and get your existing home sold so that you could purchase a new construction home. Number 8, you gain most equity when you buy phase 1. When you buy a new construction home in phase 1 or in the early development of this particular new construction community, you'll be gaining a lot more equity faster. And here's why. Every time the builder releases new home sites, their base price of the home usually goes up. So as they have multiple phases of releases, if you bought in phase 1, you're going to be able to ride that wave and the increase of the base prices while your home is under construction. So let's say you've purchased a home in phase 1 and that builder took 10 months to build this new construction home. As these new lots are released, you're gaining that equity on that base price increase. And by the time your home closes on the 10th month, you've gained a significant amount of equity before you've already moved in. Let me give you an example. I just had a client that just closed on their home in South Summerlin in a new construction community of Ascension. Their base price when they purchased last year was at $1.8 million. Can you guess what the current base price is for that same exact home? Well, it's gained $200,000. It's starting at $2 million. This means that my client has already gained $200,000 in equity on their new construction home before even moving in. Congratulations. Now, one thing to note when you're purchasing in phase 1 of a new construction community is that you may be able to gain this fast equity while your home is under construction. Please be mindful that you may be living in a construction zone for several months and even a year ahead of you. Now it's time for a pop quiz. I know you've been waiting for this. The first person to comment correctly will get a shout out on my next YouTube Shorts. Which builder incentives are offered through the builder's preferred lender? Closing costs and interest buy-down, design credit, appliance packages. Let me know in the comments below. Number 9, the builder's warranty has limits. Most builders offer a 1-year full-service customer service warranty. This is a bumper-to-bumper warranty that includes everything from a scratch on your counter to inoperable systems such as HVAC or your tankless water heater. If you're interested in extending the warranty beyond the first year of your new construction home purchase, you need to purchase a separate home warranty. A home warranty is a service contract that covers the repair or replacement of any of your home systems and appliances. It gives homeowners a peace of mind when you have a home warranty beyond that first year that is covered by the builder. Number 10, builder upgrades can add up. Builder upgrades can be significantly more expensive than completing these after closing at your own time. Some examples of these builder upgrades may include kitchen backsplash, accent walls, window coverings, and even the epoxy in the garage flooring. Let me give you an example. I had a buyer who was inspired by the model home of the floor plan that he bought, and he wanted to do an exact same finish. The builder quoted $15,000 to my buyer to finish an accent wall in the great room where the linear fireplace was. And what was special about this was that the ceilings soared up to 22-foot ceiling in height. My buyer was sticker shocked, so he decided not to go with the builder and decided to do it by himself after closing. Can you guess how much savings he had on this particular featured wall? 50% in savings. My buyer was able to do it himself for $7,500, and he had that additional $7,500 to spend on furniture. I typically join my buyers at their design center appointment to give them my feedback based on the selections that they've made at the studio. With my experience on the current market prices when it comes to finishes and design upgrades, I'm able to advise my clients if it makes sense financially to do it through the builder, or sometimes it may be best to save that money and do it yourself after closing. So, what did you all think about my 10 tips and hacks on purchasing a new construction home this year? For more videos about new construction homes, and if you're thinking about buying new anywhere in the world, make sure you check out one of the videos surrounding me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for finding me. It'll make me really happy if you could smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.